Welcome everybody. We'll start today in child's pose in Balasana. So please take your bolster and try putting your bolster underneath your bottom. So like this, just to check out how it feels. So we've done child's pose in other classes without the bolster, but just for today, I'm going to get you to start with this beneath your bottom. And we'll sink down like this today. If you feel like you need a little bit more cushioning, you can put the bolster in front. You can just stay hanging forward like this or bring the forehead down onto your bolster. And in fact, you can stack two bolsters in front. You can even put a second bolster in if you want to. Perfect. You want to put them that way? Okay. Is that okay? Yeah. Okay. Take a nice deep full breath in. Long, slow breaths out. So most of you have your heart just a little bit below your ribs here. It's just a gentle inversion, a little bit of a turning upside down from your day. Find your breath. And as you exhale and the breath leaves through the nostrils, allow your belly to get heavy and feel the weight of your baby increasing down towards the floor. Every time you exhale, you realize that there's a whole new layer of release just waiting to happen. Breathing in through the nose, pulling your whole day together, and as you exhale, letting go of all the things that you had to pack and to plan and to organize to get to this moment in your day. Sitting on your mat, preparing for the beginning of class, all of those things as you inhale, being picked up on the breath, and as you exhale, slowly released into the floor. Imagining all of those things being absorbed and transformed by the earth. And set your intention to be here physically and mentally for the whole hour and 15 minutes. Every single time your mind wanders, without judgment, without frustration, simply noticing that you've wandered into things that have happened before or may happen after this moment. Then exhale and let that thought release. Allow your baby to sink back into your belly. A little moment of gratitude for that thought that reminded you to come back into this moment that you're choosing to give your body and your baby. And we'll do 3 bodily breaths here before we sit back up into our upright position, unless you'd like to get up earlier than that. So choosing only to stay in poses as long as they feel good. Taking a deep full breath in. Pause and pay attention to the lingering vibration of your Brahmari breath, of your bee breath. Take a breath in and come forward onto the hands and knees and removing your bolster. Stretching out one leg, tucking the toes under to just lengthen out the calf, and then opposite side, same thing again, tucking the toe under. Exhaling to release the tension from the calf, and then coming back to kneeling upright. So we're going to kneel for just a few moments here. So this may be a pose that is not comfortable for you unless you put something underneath to sit on top of. Or maybe instead of kneeling and sitting down, you can sit upright in this position. So whatever position feels good for you. If kneeling on your knees is not an option, you can sit cross-legged as well. So we'll sit in whatever position feels comfortable. In this position, to begin with, bring your hands behind your back, take a breath in. Lift your heart towards the front of the room and feel the shoulder blades melt inward for a gentle back bend. And then exhale forward, bring your fingers forward and coming back to hands at the heart center. So if you're uncomfortable in whatever position you're in, you can straighten your legs out in front of you now. If you're very comfortable here and you'd like to get a little bit more of a stretching in the feet, you can tuck the toes underneath. So it's a little bit more sensation, or maybe a lot more sensation. But it's a really nice stretching out stimulation for the bottoms of the feet. Inhaling the arms straight up. Looking up, exhaling the hands down to the sides and feel your shoulder blades sliding along the back as you move. Bringing the hands back to the heart center. Inhaling straight up. You can come down off your toes anytime you feel like you need to. Exhaling hands down to the sides. If you need to come off your toes really fast, then make a little mental note to pop up on them once a day for just a few seconds. Great stretch for your toes. Inhaling up. You're in shoes so much of the day. Exhaling hands down, that we don't give our feet the stimulation that they're designed to get to be strong, balanced. One more time, inhaling up. Exhaling hands down to the side. Hands at the heart center. And from here, coming into a different sitting position. So you can sit on the floor, cross-legged, in Sukhasana, an easy pose. Or sit on top of a bolster in Sukhasana or easy pose. Or sit on top of the bolster with the legs straight open to the sides. So you can start cross-legged, but in the end you need to be in a position that's comfortable for you to be in so that we can breathe in comfort and relaxation. There is a chair on the side as well if you'd like to sit in a chair for this position as well, so let me know. So, choosing a position that's comfortable for you. And bring your hands on top of your belly, on top of your baby. Close your eyes, and as you inhale, feel your baby press into the hands. A deep, full breath in. And as you exhale, slow, aware breath out. Feel your baby gently melt back into your belly. So the closer you are to having your baby, the more subtle this movement may be. Inhaling, staying with your own breath flow. Visualizing the diaphragm pushing down as the breath goes in. As you exhale, baby melting back into your belly. Each breath in, you feel there's a little more softness in the ribs, in the back, and the chest. Every time you exhale, it takes a little bit longer for the breath to come all the way out. Stay here, breathing in and out with awareness. You can keep your eyes closed if you'd like, and bring your hands onto the ribs, so underneath the breast, just on top of the rib cage. but a little to the sides as well, so that you can feel the side ribs as well. Take a nice deep breath in with your eyes closed if you're comfortable with them closed. Inhaling, and the ribs melt out to the sides as you breathe in. So feel the breath going beyond the belly, moving into the ribs. And as you inhale, feeling the expansion. As you exhale, feeling the release. Repeating this 3 more times. You feel the expansion in the sides as well. So becoming aware of how a deep, full, aware breath in creates spaciousness in the front, the sides, and the back of the body. Long, slow breaths out. And as baby grows, there's less and less room for deeper, fuller breaths down into the belly. So we do lots of poses in class to create spaciousness in the upper part of the torso for when the breath needs to be a little more focused, a little bit higher. Releasing the hands down to your legs. Moving the arms around, relax back and forth. Slowly stretch out one leg and then the other leg to the sides. Staying here, squeezing the top of the legs. So there's a little bit of an opening in the back. And then lifting beneath the knees, both feet to the right side, and then onto hands and knees. Spreading the palms. Opening the spine in 4 directions now. Take a breath in. The heart lifts towards the ceiling. Exhale, look down at your belly as the tailbone scoops and the spine comes up from between the shoulder blades. Inhale, back to flat back. Exhale, looking over the left shoulder. Feel the ribs opening on the right side as you do that. Inhaling back to center. Exhaling, looking over the opposite shoulder. And then come back to center and start that again. Come back to flat back. Inhale, back bend as your heart looks up. Exhale, forward bend, lengthening out the spine as you look up at your belly button. Coming back to flat back, inhaling, looking over the left side. Exhaling, back to front, deep breath in. Exhaling, looking over the opposite side. And do that one more time with your own breath movement. So come back to center, inhaling, heart lifts up. Exhale, looking up at your belly as the tailbone tucks. Inhaling, coming back to center. Exhaling, looking over the right side shoulder. Feel the ribs on the left side opening away from each other as you do that. Inhaling back to center. Opposite side. Once you're back to center, lengthen the left leg out to the side. Walk your hands back and roll the mat. Your left knee should be on a rolled mat. And come up to standing upright. So if this is stressful for your knee, let me know and I can get you a blanket to go underneath your knee as well. If you can't open the leg all the way up to the side, we'll do this just kneeling upright like this as well, if you're comfortable like this. And if that doesn't work, let me know and we can do it on the chair as well. There's lots of versions. Inhaling, arms up. Exhaling, left hand comes down to that outstretched leg. This could be the pose that you stay in here. Exhale and deepen if you're comfortable to lengthen the right arm over towards the left side. And then feel it. Notice if you're just letting all that opening happening in the belly or if you're really letting the rib cage lift towards the ceiling here. Inhaling up. Exhale the hand back down. To keep the foot down and lengthen the top arm towards the ceiling. You can turn that top palm down and lengthen it over the ear. If you're feeling really strong and steady here, you can slowly lift that leg up. That takes a little bit more work. So don't do it unless you're feeling quite steady already in the position that you're in. You can feel that working in the top part of the leg and coming down. Lots of work. Come back to hands and knees. And deep breath in. Exhale, opposite side. So you should have something beneath your knee, rolling the mat. Make sure if you're stretching your leg out that the knee supported. So you don't want the knee cap to be pressing into the floor. Arms up. And release the right side arm down. This could be it. And sometimes if you're really close to having your baby, just having your arm upright might be even more of a lengthening than you want to have. So you can keep the hand down. Still get the stretch here. If you want to deepen, inhale. Opening towards the right side. Breath in. Long, slow breath out. Try not to curl forward, keeping the chest open. This is gated pose, Padagrasana. Deep breath in. Exhale that top hand down. And then decide if you want to keep the hand on the waist, straight up in the air, or turn the palm down and lengthen out. And then choosing whether or not you'd like to challenge yourself to the leg lift. It's always easier on the second side. Your brain and your muscles have already gone through the process. And exhaling the foot down, both hands down to the floor. Straighten out the legs, right back and forward. From here, straighten out the back leg, the left leg, the back leg, they're both back. So straighten the left leg back. This could be enough. So you can stay here with the back leg in this position, or if you feel stable, you can lengthen out the other arm. Opposite side. It's the right side arm. So if you start to get wobbly, you can bring the toe of that back foot down, or you can bring the arm down. Breathing in and out. So this makes both hemispheres of the brain talk to each other. You have to focus in this pose to maintain balance. Bring the hand down, the leg down, open your knees, just stretch back for one breath out. Inhale, back to hands and knees. This is the last pose on our hands and knees. Strong belly, straighten the back leg back. This is sunbird pose, Surya Turiya. Lengthening out. The opposite arm, maybe. Choosing to stay here for 2 breaths, or you can bring the toes down. Focusing on one point, so find your drishti. That's the point that you're focusing on, one particular dot or space while you're in your pose. Release the hand down, the legs down. Open the knees, stretch back. And we're going to come back up to standing. So, from hands and knees, bring the right leg forward. So there's lots of ways to come up to standing. If you have a way to come up for standing that really works for you, that you're most comfortable with, then go ahead with that. We're going to come into a deep squat first if that's comfortable. Opposite leg comes forward, bend the knees. And from here, head hanging, rolling up. Heel toeing the feet together, shaking out the arms, shaking out the legs. Standing at the front of your mat for a gentle back bend. So we did a gentle back bend kneeling down at the beginning of the class. Staying back bend, take a breath in. Hands are at the small of the back, and they're kind of spreading from the small of the back down to the back of the pelvis. And inhale, the collarbones lift towards the ceiling. Exhale, the heart lifts. So don't collapse your back towards the back of the room. Lift away from the floor and feel this happening in the ribbed portion of the chest. That's what we're trying to counter. And exhale, bring the arms forward and curl your back, cave your back. And coming all the way back to standing up, shoulders rolling back, shoulders rolling forward. Staying at the front of your mat. Moving into the sun salutation. So the sun salutation is a slow moving series of poses that I've adjusted to fit around your belly. So this takes about a bit longer when you have a baby in your belly, but then maybe 3 or 4 minutes to do a single version of this. So if you just have 3, 4, 5 minutes in your day, you can do 1 or 2 of these, and then you're done. Every movement you need for your day. Just come to the front of your mat. Inhale, the arms over the head. Exhale, the feet are open wide enough that you have space for your belly, and dive forward into a forward bend. Inhale, the right leg back, and roll your mat. So take your time, we're not in any rush. Lots of time here to move from pose to pose. Just getting from pose to pose is a little bit of a workout. And from here, inhaling, arms over the head. Exhaling, hands back down to hands and knees. So we step back with the right foot. We're going to inhale and step forward. So you just kind of fling or pull that leg around your belly. And it comes back right where you left it last time. Roll the mat on the other side. And come all the way back up. Arms to the ceiling. And as you exhale, come back down and bring your foot out to the side. And we're going to come back into the same squat that we came into earlier in class. So step the back foot forward. Head hanging, rolling all the way up. Take all the time you need when you get to the top, fingers to the ceiling. Exhaling, hands down to the side, and thumbs right at the heart center. Pause here, the feet together, close your eyes, and feel the beating of your heart. So as you breathe in and out, you feel at the thumbs the beating of your heart. Deep, long, slow breaths in. Releasing breaths out as you tune into your heart center. Strong, beautiful, healthy heart that's bringing oxygen-rich blood throughout your body, feeding your cells into your baby, nourishing your baby cells. A breath of gratitude to your heart center, and as you inhale and your beautiful lungs expand to take in the fresh, clean air that you're bringing in, you allow the body to expand, and as you exhale, long, slow breath out, you can feel the heart rate slowing as you pay attention to your breath. As your body gets that message, as the nervous system gets that message that everything is okay. We're going to repeat that sun salutation, but instead of stepping back and forth with the right foot, we'll step back and forth with the left foot. Coming to the front of your mat. Feet are open because we know we're going to bend forward, so we have baby to think about. Inhaling, arms over the head. Exhale, diving forward. You can bend the knees if you need to. Keep the back nice and straight. Bring the pelvis forward. Left leg will come back this time instead of right leg. Roll your mat. Coming on to the front thigh to lift all the way up, arms over the head. Exhale, hands down to hands and knees. And then deep breath in, bring that left foot all the way around your belly. Roll the mat on the other side. Inhale, arms over the head. Exhale, hands back down, and step forward with that back foot, and roll up. One vertebra at a time. Heel toeing the feet together, bringing the hands over the head. Exhaling the hands back down to the heart center and closing your eyes as your thumbs press against the heart center. You tune into the beating of your heart, and it's like tuning into the same channel on the radio that your baby is listening to. This regular rhythmic beat is the soothing, calming background music that your baby is listening to all day and all night. Inhale the arms over the head. Feet opening one more time. Exhaling, diving forward. And hanging here. Grab your elbows, let your head hang. Feet are wide enough that there's space for your baby here. Slowly rolling back up again. Turn to face the inside of the room, to face my voice. On your mat, and slowly open your feet until you're in a wide leg pose for goddess pose. So in goddess pose, the toes point out. Inhaling the arms over the head. And as you exhale, bend the knees and open up the chest. So pause here. If you feel a little unstable here, you can try opening the feet up a little bit wider. And if you get to a point in your pregnancy, for whatever reason, it's difficult to do the upright poses, you can do this pose sitting on a chair. Imagine if you're sitting on a chair, same opening in front of the body, same opening in the chest. Straighten the left leg and then straighten the right leg. Keep your arms up and open. And then come back to goddess pose. Cross your hands in front of your belly. Inhale, arms over the head. And as you exhale, slowly squeeze up on the pelvic floor muscles as you come down around. It takes time to get into the rhythm. As you inhale, slowly coming up so that the fingers only point up towards the ceiling when the breath is completely in. As you exhale, squeezing up as the body comes down around, the muscles in the pelvic floor squeeze up, up, up. Slowly coming up. So this really stimulates, strengthens, opens up space in the pelvic floor, but it also supports all of the other little muscles that are active when you're moving up and down, creating strength in the glutes, the muscles in your butt. So whenever you're trying to target the pelvic floor, rather than just doing what traditionally was squeezing the pelvic floor called Kegels, it's now known that it's much better for you to strengthen and tone the whole pelvic floor the way we're designed to strengthen, which is full movements, whole movements. Every time you come down, focusing, squeezing up as you come down, inhaling all the way up. Exhaling, sinking all the way down. Last time coming up, to come up for that pose, bend the knees, exhale down, bring the left hand fingertips to the floor to inhale, long spine. Exhale, rotate the opposite hand parallel to the floor first and then more towards the ceiling. And if it's difficult to keep the hands straight in this pose, you can place your hand on a block. If you don't have a block and you would like to have a block, if you put your hand on a block, would it be more comfortable for you to straighten your leg, this leg? Nice. So you're never locking the legs. Try and keep some tone, just keeping them straight. Exhale at top hand down. Deep breath in. Change hands. Bring the arm just parallel to the floor first, and then if you're comfortable going deeper, bringing that twist into the ribs. Not trying to twist in the belly, just in the ribs. One more breath in here, and exhale that top hand back down to the floor. And roll up one vertebra at a time, rolling, rolling, rolling up. It's a little bit more of a flowing class today. Inhaling, arms over the head. Think about those dipping birds. Inhale, and as you exhale, they just kind of tip over. People put them on their desks and offices, that kind of movement. Now inhale up into a wide leg chair pose, so just keeping these bent, bringing the arms over the head. One more breath in. Exhale, forward into that dipping bird. Inhale, chair pose. If you need to take a break and come up to standing and straighten your leg, you can do that anytime. In fact, that's all. Come up, dive forward, bring the left hand fingertips to the floor, and exhale to bring the right hand towards the ceiling. Inhale, exhale, and hand down, deep breath in. Exhale, opposite arm towards the ceiling. Inhale, exhale, down. Bend the knees. It's keeping the knees bent, strong focus on pulling the shoulder blades down and back, lifting in chair pose. Nice. Inhale and straightening up. Exhale, bend the knees back into that dipping bird. And slowly coming up into chair pose. And now exhaling the hands down to the waist and straightening up. Heel toeing the feet together. So I don't even have a baby in my belly and I feel warm. So take some deep breaths in, shake out your arms and legs, and come to the wall. And standing against the wall, you can just take 3 breaths with your head against the wall, just one leg back, whatever leg is comfortable, and breathe in and breathe out and relax here. And listen to your heartbeat. So sometimes, even though the heart is beating regularly throughout the day and throughout the night, we become so detached from what's happening inside of our bodies that we don't stop and listen to that rhythm very often. Having babies are beautiful reminders to tune in, to reconnect. When your baby is born and your baby's on your chest, he or she will get so much comfort, receive so much pleasure from listening to your heartbeat, reminding them of what it was like on the inside when they were warm and snug. From this position now, change legs. Whatever foot is back, turn around and bring back the other foot. And now press back into downward dog against the wall. So you're stepping back until your hips are over your ankles, your legs are perpendicular to the floor, your heart sinks down, just relaxing in the back. So baby positioning, and the focus here is inhaling to exhale to relax your belly. Remembering that your baby is softening here. That your baby's floating and fluid. If you need to walk up for any reason and go back to resting on your forearms, you can do that at any point in time. I'm going to let you hang here for 1 minute, but certainly come up whenever you feel like time is up for you. Listen to your body.
This portion of the class focuses on encouraging optimal baby positioning. Baby is floating in fluid, and so the heaviest parts of baby will be pulled downward by gravity. Right now, moms are in a downward dog variation against the wall to assist baby's back in falling forward. This is followed by moving to a 45-degree angle against the wall, which encourages both head down and back forward positioning. Baby positioning considerations are particularly important in the 3rd trimester when baby has less space to change position. Midwives who've practiced in cultures where mothers squat and bend forward throughout their pregnancies often say that they rarely see babies in back positions. Relaxing the belly as you do the pose also assists in helping baby fall into the ideal position.
So once you hit your 3rd trimester, maybe even a little bit before, stick your butt out just a teeny bit more. Good. You want to not sit in those big, deep, easy chairs. Exhale and stick. Yeah, just like that. 45 degrees. So now you're upright. Baby's head is encouraged down by gravity. Baby's back, heaviest from front to back, is encouraged forward. When you're sitting, you should sit upright like in your dining room chair so that your knees are not higher than your hips, and that creates the space in the pelvis for your baby to fall forward. If you sit in deep bucket seats in your car, try not to, or get one of those wedge pillows to sit you upright, because when your baby is back forward, sorry, that's what we want. We want back forward. We just don't want back, their back to your back, so I'm saying that opposite. When your baby's back forward, your baby's in that perfect position to just glide right out. Birth is so incredibly easy when baby's set up that way. Take another deep breath in, let your belly hang, and visualize your baby's back, the heaviest part of your baby, falling forward. And then slowly walking up the wall, opening up your legs. Inhale. As you exhale, walking down the wall into a gentle squat to inhale and come all the way back up again. Heel toe, the feet together with one hand against the wall. Bend the outside leg so that the top of the foot, about top of the ankle, rests just above the knee. So you're going to bend like a little squat here. Nice. So if it's difficult to keep your foot here, you can keep your fingers on the wall and you can hook a strap around your foot to just hold the foot up if you'd like to bend the knee. This is like a standing pigeon pose. Bend the left knee though. And that just helps you keep the knee up so that you get a little bit of a hip opener. And bend the left knee a little bit. Nice. Is that okay? Yeah. So we did pigeon pose. If you want to deepen, you can bend the knee a little bit more and come forward a little. This is a gentler pigeon pose. Sometimes on the floor, because the weight of our body is pushing down, we're a little concerned about going too deep. Inhaling all the way back up. Turning around, opposite foot, the hand against the wall, opposite foot just above the knee. So the left leg bends. You can just balance against the wall. So this really creates a nice soft opening in your hip and is an alternative to the floor pigeon. Asana on the floor. And slowly coming all the way back up. And as you exhale, turn back against the wall. Slide down the wall, bending the knees. And press the small of the back against the wall. Inhale, slowly come up, and you feel that the lumbar curve returns. Bring your hand back there and feel what that feels like. Deep breath in. Exhale, bend the knees. Low back presses into the wall again. So sometimes later in your pregnancy when baby's been pulling forward for a long time, it's just nice to press against the wall, maybe in your office if you're working, and just let that release happen. This is strengthening for the legs. Inhaling, coming all the way back up. Release the arms. Coming back to standing, shake out the legs. And come back to sitting on your mat in whatever is a comfortable sitting position. Close your eyes and take a nice deep full breath in. Long, slow breath out. We're about to move into the relaxation portion of our class. Before we do, tuning into the breath. So after all of the lengthening and the opening, creating space for blood flow, for lymph flow, boosting the immune system, the circulatory system, releasing tension and tightness in the muscles and getting rid of any built up fascia so that smooth muscles slide over each other with ease. Your body is soft and relaxed. Slowing the heart rate down by inhaling for a count of 4, 3, 4. Exhaling through the nose for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhaling to your count of 4. And exhaling for your count of 6. Immediately as you move into lengthening the exhalation, you feel the nervous system release and relax, mentally preparing yourself for your relaxation portion of the class. The next breath in is the last one in the upright position, and as you exhale, long, slow release. And coming onto the hands and knees and deciding which position you'd like to be in for the relaxation. So if you'd like to lie on your side, On the left side, as long as that feels good. If the left side doesn't feel good, lie on the right side. With a pillow or a bolster beneath the head and another one between the knees, and a blanket over you. If you think you'll cool off, your body temperature drops a little bit in relaxation. If you think that lying on your side won't be comfortable, let me know and I'll figure out a way to pillow you up against the wall. I have lots of soft blankets here to go underneath your belly if you'd like some support for your belly. So the moment you're in a position that's comfortable for you, let yourself get heavy. Allow yourself to get heavy. If there's anything you still don't have that you need, like a blanket over you or a blanket underneath your belly, just lift your hand for a moment, wave at me, and I'll come down and cover you up. Allow yourself to get heavy, heavy, heavy. Allow yourself to turn inward and notice all of the hard work that you've done inside your body and mind in the last hour. Noticing how much softer the body is. Noticing how much slower the thoughts are. And there's fewer thoughts. The feet hang, the calves drip, the thighs release, the belly completely relaxes. There's so much space for your baby to be, and so much space for you to be, for all of your organs to function. For all of your hard work, it's such a release to just let go and let your body get heavy and to sink down and be supported by the earth. The ribs are so soft and relaxed. The shoulders sink into the back and the arms become heavy to the elbows. All the way to the wrists, to the fingertips. The fingers are absolutely still, slightly curled. And your awareness moves up the back and into the scalp, and there's a tingling as the hair hangs limp. And the eyeballs fall back into the sockets. The forehead's so soft and smooth that any wrinkles, any smile lines that may be on your face just melt away as you release the nose, the cheeks, the chin, the jaw. And the next breath in the body fills with relaxation, and as you exhale, sinking so absolutely and so completely down towards the earth that every single muscle fiber takes a break. And give yourself permission to be here, to be awake, be focused, yet absolutely and completely relaxed. Allow yourself to sink down into a place in nature that's soothing and healing and calming for your body and for your mind. Make this your go-to place in nature whenever you need to relax, to experience peace in all layers of your body and mind. Maybe this is a place you've been before, or maybe it's a place that you've never been, that you've seen in a magazine, or just one from your mind's eye, from your imagination. And the place you're lying is so soft, so relaxing, you feel the shape of your body in the place that you're resting. It's the perfect temperature, beneath the sunshine. It's a gentle breeze, and you feel that on the skin. And that gentle breeze, each time you notice it, allows you to sink more deeply into relaxation. The smell of the air, the taste of the air is so calming. This is such a safe place for you to be. A place where you can be yourself. The sounds stroke you into a deeper space of absolute and complete release. Maybe you hear rustling grass or trees. Maybe there's a brook or a river. Maybe the ocean. Whatever your place is, visualize yourself, all of your senses drinking in this beautiful, healing, calming space. A place for you and your baby to rest. And to begin to release the degree of comfort and peace and calm that you're able to receive, to drink in from this healing place in nature, allows you to open up places that are holding on to fears, to stress, to tension. As you inhale, these spaces fill with the soothing, healing calm of this place, and as you exhale, you visualize anything that you sense on any layer of consciousness that needs to be released, needs to be let go, letting it go. You don't need to analyze it, to think about it. The relaxation, the ease, the calm, the understanding simply happens by itself. All you know is that every single time you exhale, you feel that you're lighter and calmer and more confident. Any fears about pregnancy, childbirth, motherhood, are able to float to the surface in the soothing and healing and calming place. Each time you exhale, they float away, maybe like a gray mist or a fog, but each time you exhale, there's less and less to be released until the soothing, healing, calming white light that pours into your body as the breath moves in is exactly the same color as it leaves as the breath pours out. And you and your baby are shining brilliantly. Absolutely and completely drenched in the healing calm of this place. And you know that every time you choose to come here, that you pour your awareness into your breath and sink into the space of healing calm, that it will take fewer breaths, that it will be easier to get here, and your senses will pick up all of these beautiful smells and sounds and tastes and sensations so much more easily. And you will sink into your deepest state of relaxation so much more quickly. As your body and mind remembers the healing of this special place in nature. Maybe you can come here before you go to sleep at night. During your baby's birth, as you trust your body to soften and to relax, and when you do, your body opens with ease and your baby glides out in the comfort of the soothing, healing, calming space. In this place, at this time, in this moment, absolutely knowing, in the oldest part of your brain, remembering that you are perfectly designed to create new life. To grow this baby that you've been growing without any thought, any focus of your conscious mind, the cells in your body, growing this perfect baby into this perfect little human. This same body will release your baby with ease and comfort for both of you and create the most nutritious food for your baby. A food so rich in nutrition and so miraculous that it will change to suit the nutrition needs of your baby as they grow day by day, week by week. That right now you pause to feel gratitude for the miracle that is your body that's nourishing this brand new baby. The same body that will give you the strength and the calm to provide your baby with all of the love and support that they will need as they grow, knowing that this is the perfect baby for you and you are the perfect mother for this baby. Your next breath in, pour your awareness into your body, and as you exhale, become aware of the floor appearing in this room where your place in nature was supporting you. And visualizing the walls around you and the sky becoming the ceiling above you as you slowly bring your awareness back into the yoga room. Yet as that healing and calming place in nature evaporates, you continue to hold that deep, rejuvenating calm that you receive from being in this place, and you'll take this with you into the rest of your evening, to bed tonight for the deepest, the most restful sleep with your baby. And into the rest of your day and the rest of your week. Preparing for movement by observing the breath pouring into the hands and into the feet and filling the whole body to the top of the head. And as you exhale, feeling a release of the heaviness in your body, space reappearing between your body and the mat. And repeating this, noticing this time that there's more space for the breath and you're lighter. And as you exhale, realizing that even though you're deeply relaxed, you're also wide awake. That beautiful balance that yoga brings, being completely alert and focused and deeply relaxed at the same time. And preparing for movement, pressing the top hand into the mat, slowly pushing yourself back to upright. Coming back to whatever is a comfortable sitting position for you. If that's sitting with your legs straight ahead or sitting on a bolster, find your bolster, sit in that upright position, or you can sit cross-legged in Sukhasana in easy pose. Choose a position that's comfortable for you to sit in for a minute or two. Your eyes can stay closed unless you need to open them for comfort. If you keep your eyes open during your relaxation portions of the class, just soften your gaze and look forward a foot or two in front of you on your mat without really focusing on anything. Pausing to reorient. And just notice how it feels to be upright. Then the arms get heavy on your legs. Feeling how connected and how aware you are of the baby in your belly. And bring your hands to rest on your belly. And we'll finish class this evening with a number of Oms. And as we create the vibration with the Oms, it will bring our bodies and our babies into harmony with the vibration of the air around you. We'll continue repeating the Om until I whisper the Om quietly, and you'll know that that will be the last Om that we'll do. Adjust your pose as you need to for comfort. Take a balancing breath in and then empty the lungs. And the next breath in is to begin inhaling. Pause and feel the vibration of the Om moving from the bottom of the spine all the way up to the center of the head and out through the eyebrow center. Bringing the hands to the heart center. Taking a deep full breath in As you exhale, bowing forward. Thanking yourself for giving yourself these precious moments for your body and for your being. And a breath of gratitude outward to the other yogi mummies and babies in this room. And thanking them for sharing these moments and for being part of this experience. Namaste.
Namaste.